Hey guys, it's Mewtwo King, and today I wanted to talk about Master Chief in Smash. So I think Master Chief is going to be a very likely character to be in Smash, and I wanted to also talk about his movesets that he might have. So the reason I think Master Chief is going to be a likely character in Smash is because Halo Infinite is coming out in early 2021, and in addition to that, the Halo Anniversary Collection that I've been playing on PC recently has been releasing more games. Like Halo 3 came out like a month or two ago, and then I'm sure they're going to add Halo 4 and 5 at some point. They've been having updates throughout the year, throughout 2020. And when you consider the fact that Halo's been having these updates, and consider that Halo Infinite, the next gen Halo game, is coming out in a few months or so, and you combine that with the fact that Halo has always been like the lead game for Microsoft, I don't think it should be too far-fetched that Master Chief might be a very likely character in Smash. So I wanted to talk about why I felt that way and the moves the character might have. The character is extremely iconic, pretty much one of the most iconic first-person shooter characters of all time. I remember when it was the GameCube vs. Xbox Wars, and he was like pretty much the face of Xbox. Master Chief is the face of Xbox, and then there was like Mario, who's like face of Nintendo and stuff. So he was always one of the biggest. He was basically the whole reason Xbox was relevant during certain time periods where they were relying on him a lot. So I really feel like he has a good shot. And I also wanted to talk about why he could fit in Smash and some of the moves he would have. So he would be a very unique character. I mean, at first I was thinking he might just be like Snake, with the grenades and all. But the more I think about it, the more I think he can be a very unique character. One of the unique features he has is the shield mechanic. In the Halo games, you have a shield, and your shield goes down before you take any real damage. And then you have the health bar, which actually goes down. So the shield would make it so he doesn't take damage to a certain point, and then after that he will take damage as normal. Now, normally you would think, okay, that's a little broken, but I'm sure Nintendo would find a way to balance it. Like you might take a few hits or up to a certain percent, and then the shield goes down, and then maybe you're extra light and take extra damage if you don't have your shield, or you can make it so that you take less knockback and less damage if you have your shield. Like there's a lot of ways to mess with that mechanic, so that would be one interesting thing. But the main reason I think he would be have a very interesting moveset is because he uses a lot of different weapons. So you know how Hero, as a character in Smash from Dragon Quest, he has a lot of different spells? Well, I was thinking Master Chief could have special moves where he uses a lot of his different weapons. One example of this could be his special moves, such as B and down B, for example. So I was thinking down B would be to switch between different weapons, and then the B button would be to shoot your weapon. Or you could make it all on just the B button, for example. But I was thinking, how Min Min has like one of their B moves switches the arms, and the other ones shoot out stuff. Or you could just be like Hero and map it all in one thing. Anyway, there's a lot of different guns, so I was thinking maybe you always start with like the assault rifle, or battle rifle, or plasma pistol, or something like that. One of the mainstream popular ones, and you always start with that as your first one. And then by pressing B or down B, you can like shoot, and then the other move will allow you to swap the weapons. So it might go from like plasma pistol into assault rifle into like Fury Rod cannon or something, or it could be a set order, kind of like Pikmin and Omar's Pikmin, where it's always red, yellow, blue, like always a certain order. Or you can have a randomness factor, kind of like Hero, where it's you pull out a weapon at random, and then, that takes like half a second to pull out your weapon, just like in the games. And then you can start using it. And the weapons are very different, and mastering them all could be really useful. That could also be justified in the sense that, like, you might get a rocket launcher, and that's, like a super good weapon. Like, or you could just wait for a while. Like, how Pac-Man has to, like, wait a while until, like, when he charges up his fruits, he has, the last 3 of them are, like, much better than the previous ones. It could be something like that where you don't get like the superpower weapon until like late in the cycle. There's a lot of ways to do it, but basically the short idea is he can use a lot of different weapons, since that's like the main thing you do in Halo. You're fighting with whatever you can get your hands on. Now you have a certain amount of ammo. You're always fighting with different weapons because they don't have unlimited ammo, and that's part of the nice part about Halo. You can't just stick to one weapon, have infinite ammo. That'd be like completely broken, and that's like. So yeah, that's a big part of what I think that the character could have. Some other things, he'd be a little different than Snake with grenades. Like, of course he'll have his own human grenades, but I was thinking you'd always start the first one. When you press side B, you can like throw a human grenade, and then the second side B would be a plasma grenade. Either that, or you can always throw plasma grenades. Not sure which would be better. I was thinking always throwing plasma grenades, or alternating every other one would be human and plasma. I was thinking something like that would be good. And then the plasma grenades obviously sticks to the opponent if you connect on them, and it does a lot of damage upon hit. And the human grenades have the benefit of just bouncing, but then they explode faster, kind of just like in the games. So I thought that would be really cool as well. And his up B, it'll be a below average recovery because, you know, he's a projectile character that's going to be heavier. So of course the recovery would have to be below average. I thought of like 3 different options for an up B. He could have a grav lift. I was thinking up B on the ground would be a gravity lift, where you place on the ground. Not sure how useful that'd be or not, but it keeps it true to the game. In the air, if you use it, it would be like a jetpack, which is what he uses in a lot of the later Halo games. And another option, which could either be an up B or a Zaire or like the Simon Belmont forward air, or kind of like the Byleth up B, is he uses the grapple hook that you saw in the Halo Infinite trailer, where he just uses the grapple hook in order to grab faraway obstacles. Is another very likely option for his recovery. And then smash attacks, you could have like a forward smash be like the beam sword. You could have a down smash be the gravity hammer. You could have up smash be like taking a shotgun or a sniper and just shooting it at like a 45 degree in the air. So because Master Chief uses a bunch of different weapons in his games, there's so many possibilities for different attacks. Like you might want like his assassination punch can be like one of his throws. Like he could have an up throw where he just throws in the air and shoots needles at you. He could have a forward tilt, which is like a brute shot where he uses the brute shot and just like mashes you in the face. Or there's just so many options. And then like he could have the me gunner up air where you just shoot your whatever gun. It could be like the assault rifle or whatever gun you currently have in your hand in a certain direction. There's just so many things he can do. And you know, as far as the main combat, like in the games, of course, you know, just the basic punch is like the main thing he does. That obviously you don't have to be limited to only that in the games. Like it's pretty standard for him to be like an up-close fighter as well. I don't think you'd keep things like the bubble shield or the regen. I think that would make him a little too campy, and I don't think people would enjoy that. And I'm not sure how many moves that would allow. Like you could have the down B be bubble shield, for example, but you know, I don't know if that's better than using both B and down B as changing weapon and shooting. I think my idea would be more fun, in my personal opinion. Yeah, the point is there's a lot of different possibilities that this character could have, and considering the popularity of the character, I'm surprised this character wasn't in Smash 4. So yeah, I definitely think Master Chief has a high chance of being an Ultimate. Not saying he will or not, I just think that it makes logical sense no matter how you look at it. Like, it makes sense for Nintendo, it just makes sense from Microsoft perspective. Just makes sense across the board in my personal opinion, and I think the character would fit well in Smash, and there's many different ways you can use it. You could design the character to be played. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Let me know if you think Master Chief deserves to be in Smash. Post in the comments below. Also, feel free to post what you think his moveset might be. Also guys, if you're interested in helping me out, please check the YouTube description below, and I have some affiliate links, and if any of them would appeal to you, well, check it out, because maybe some of them might. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell before you go, and I'll see you guys later.